Alright, welcome back to Saints Row. So, now that the rollers are out of the way, I had a thought. Now, it's a bit of a long shot, but, we heard an ad a while back that might actually be able to help the situation. So, let's see. It's not going to be in our phone book, because we haven't dialed it yet, but, if you type in this number... we get eye for an eye. You know, the voodoo service.
You have reached Eye for an Eye, Voodoo Supply. The forces around us are keeping us busy and unable to answer the phone. After all, the land of the living and the realm of the dead are always connected. Should you experience a tragic loss, don't hesitate to call, and we'll see how the spirits receive you.
I mean, I have gone through a tragic loss, though. So anyway, if you call this number, after, Lynn dies, you get Zombie Lynn as a homie. Alright, cool, so, let's see, let's bring that phone up then. I don't often go to the homies page, but, hey Lynn, how's it going? Alright, cool. Does that mean you're gonna come right over? I mean, I don't see her. I'm gonna guess she'll just take a while to get over, but hey, Lynn's back, and she's a zombie now, so that's probably a good thing, right? Alright, so today's whole thing, we are going to be continuing on with the Vice Kings, of course. We're gonna finish them off, but we also have a bunch of little side quests to do.
Hello.
There are so many of these activities I haven't seen the first cutscenes of.
Do you have kids? Oh, who am I kidding? You probably have something like 5.
Ma'am, I'm 18.
Never mind. Anyway, one of my colored friends was talking to me, and she was saying that the real money isn't in adolescence, it's in this thing called coma.
They clearly were not fond of just the suburbs or suburban people. Because this lady sucks so bad.
Could you be a dear and help me out? If you do, I'll be sure to write you a nice check.
This lady sucks so bad. Oh well, anyway. So yeah, this is just another drug trafficking. Been a hot minute since we've done any of these, but apparently we have the police on our tails instead of the rollers. Oh. Wait, no, hold on. I need to see what's going on here. Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like those officers had better luck than most. I mean, yeah, sure, that was a terrible accident, but like, I'm not going to shoot them to death now, so they're probably going to... Where the fuck did you come from? See, I'm gonna shoot these guys to death.
Sorry, I just get so nervous.
See, those first officers did not have a problem, because now they're just stuck there. But they're not gonna be filled with bullets. Good for them. They should be thankful they fucked up so hard.
We're covered for this, right?
Anyway, don't assume though that like, all of these missions have police replacing the gangs, just because we've defeated the gangs, because, of course, by now, the rollers are finished. That whole storyline's done, but that's not the reason we're fighting cops here. Though it is a surprise that we're fighting cops considering we're only dealing with just, you know, some suburban white mom. I wouldn't have thought they'd care, but I guess it's drugs, so... that'll get them working. Anyway, though, while we cover all these, I feel like now is a good time to sort of talk about the general plot of the game. Because we're actually coming up towards the end of it. We don't have a lot of Vice Kings left, and... I think they strafed. We don't have a lot of Vice Kings left. But of course I'll want to talk about the Vice Kings themselves in their own episode. But there is slightly... those guns just sort of fell. Oh my god, the police disintegrated! Why can't they do that more often? Anyway though, yes, so... There is slightly more to this game's plotline other than just
I don't mean to...
the gangs themselves.
Most of the saints go to places that are a little trashier.
I'm sorry, is a place called Barely Legal not trashy? I feel like that's kind of trashy.
That's good.
You have to have a little self-awareness in this business, lady. Come on.
Companionship. They've all made their way into my little black book, and the list keeps growing. These are powerful people, and if their hobbies were made public, it would ruin their careers, to say nothing of my livelihood. If you're up for it, I need a driver. Simple job. Take the girl to the client, then give them enough time in private. If I don't do 10 more lap dances today...
Alright, so, where do I want to start with this? I think I'll start by actually touching on the main theme of the game, which is just called Saints Row. It is by David Banner, and it has more to do with the game thematically than it does with the actual plotline of the game. It really has nothing to do with the main plot, because it is actually more about the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. Of all, like, literally, it name drops Mississippi a few times and is specifically about post-storm stuff. Does also specifically say hurricane. But first things first. Yeah, this is about Mississippi. The song is Stillwater is not in Mississippi, though it is in a different M state. It's actually in Michigan. It's not got anything to do with the location, and this game doesn't take place after any particular storm of a literal kind. I don't know, maybe you could argue there's a metaphorical one or something. Maybe we're the metaphorical storm. Have you ever considered that? If that's the case, then, oof. It's not particularly good for anyone, is it? Maybe I shouldn't consider myself like that. Ah, well. Anyway, though, yeah, like I said, it's more about, being thematically similar. The song is about the failure of government to do fucking anything, for that situation. Which is also just how kind of this plotline works. A lot of this is due to, the lack of any actual competence from government, though it's more local government in this game's case.
Reno wants to see you in the back.
What's up, Savio? I appreciate you coming round on short notice, man.
I got notice?
I got some shit that needs to be worked out. And some cop just transferred to town and he ain't paying me any respect.
I might have killed him already.
Here running his mouth telling me he was gonna put me out of business. Now, what that Uncle Tom nigga didn't know was I got a couple of cops on the payroll, and they told me the raid was tonight. I want you to go out there and stir up so much shit, the cops gotta look elsewhere.
Oh, you didn't even need to ask me to do this one. I probably just would have done this accidentally.
It sounds risky, bro, but don't worry. You'll get hazard pay.
Alright, so yeah. Let's see, where was I? So... actually, I don't really know, if there's much else to say about that, because it really is just thematically similar, but also relatively harsh. It does, at least initial drop, George Bush in the song. It is not hiding what it is about whatsoever. So again, it is kind of funny, that people say Saints Row was not political or whatever, because it very much was. But yeah, oh yeah, also, looking at the lyrics, I did almost forget about, the line, America is fake and ain't never give a damn, which is a good line, but then it follows up with, but they'll bust they ass to help out a foreign land, which... help is not the word I would use in this situation. I don't know if that's ever been particularly true, especially in this time period, but alright. More or less the same message, though. They're too busy doing things overseas to help out their own people. But again, I would argue against the use of the word help foreign lands. It's not... No. No. But yeah, no, otherwise, yeah, just straight up says, this is 8 times worse than 8 Inter 9/11 was, hurricane hit 3 days, no help cuz, and I wonder where my president was, Again, extremely on the nose, but also not about any events that happen in this game at all. But we have been hearing, bits of... I guess it's almost the B-plot in this case, huh? Like... It's not been front and center, but we have had the whole mayoral race just going on in the background. Wouldn't have really come up at all, if I hadn't been including the advertisements, but there's still, like, physical advertisements for the mayoral race around town, if you actually pay attention to those. Which, you know, you should. There's a lot of phone numbers on the ads that do actually do things, and I think that's pretty neat. Not touching on a lot of that, but, you know, oh, fuck, shit, oh god, oh god!
It's moved to Stillwater 50 years ago.
I am positive I would not have survived that without any upgrades. That would have killed me. Weird that a truck crashing into a car, crashing into you, and then the car exploding on you would normally kill a person. I don't know, I think that's a little unrealistic game. Clearly the human body's not supposed to be that frail, come on.
Like a woman getting mugged in an alley. And no one has
anyway, though, yeah, so advertisements like this have been going on.
My name
and,
is
we've got Richard Hughes, and I mean, just listen to the man speak.
I have seen what this city can offer, and I long to show that beauty to a new generation. This coming election, vote for me and secure your children's future.
Yeah, so that's his whole deal. We have not met Alderman Hughes, but, you know, from the ads, you can very much tell the type of person he is. He is absolutely the rah-rah go police type. He very much wants to militarize the cops, and, you know, does the whole, like, oh, you gotta think of your families and the safety of your people whole deal. We've really not heard much about Marshall Winslow, the current mayor, who he's running against. But, you know, from everything else you can tell that he is more about reforming rather than punishing criminals. Richard Hughes himself has mentioned that, though of course he brings that up as a negative. Like, oh, look at this idiot trying to help people. Trying to help criminals. Oh, they don't deserve that. That's dumb. We need to punish criminals all the time, forever. So, yeah, you can tell that he's clearly the better of the two mayors, but clearly ineffective overall.
Come on in, bro. I'm Marvin. I ain't one to bullshit, so I'm gonna lay it all on the table for you. I got the best goddamn product in Stillwater.
I'm friends with the Colombians. You might not want to, speak. just in general.
Has a tendency to create bad feelings.
Not gonna tell you about, you know, where or how you should be speaking. Just don't, actually.
Your drugs suck ass, actually.
Anyway, though, yeah, like, Marshall's the lesser of the two evils, but, like, the fact that there are 3 whole-ass gangs... Well, 4, really. The Saints still count, even though I'm a part of them. There are 4 whole-ass gangs operating in Stillwater. That sucks. Like, we're playing as one of the gangs. We're obviously supposed to like the Saints to a certain extent. We're supposed to sympathize with them. But... like... I would not want to live in Stillwater. Stillwater seems like it would be pretty bad. So for whatever reason, clearly, Winslow's just not like, very effective, whether it's from budget or if he just doesn't actually care. Gangs are kind of just running rampant around the city, and now so are we. Play is also here, and he's just a danger to everyone. So, you know, kind of proof that, Winslow's not great. He's just not Monroe, who, again, is trying to militarize the police. And you know what, quite frankly, I think the police have enough already. I mean, look at him go. Just pushing him. We're just bullying these cops. But yeah, in general, shit sucks for everyone, and no matter who's in charge, things aren't going to get better. Which is why, Julius has taken it upon himself to try to fix everything by being the only reigning gang. Also, yes, I did accidentally do, another drug trafficking mission. Sometimes I just accidentally press continue instead of quit, and I don't mean to, but it's only level 2, it's fine, it'll be done quick enough. But anyway, yeah, Julius is trying to just do things in a bit of a different way. If we're the only criminals, then clearly we can just tone the crime down once everybody else is gone. We'll protect the city in our own way, since the government can't. Again, Play is here. I don't know if it's the best idea to have him spearheading anything and trying to help improve things. Don't know if Play has really done all that much for the community, but, you know. Now we don't have the Carnales or the Rollers here. So the only ones doing vehicle-based crimes and carting drugs around is me and the people who have my approval, like... what's your name again? Mick or something? I don't know. Your name is now Antonio. Don't ask me why. Just thought it'd be kind of funny. Because I know it's not Antonio, so I got it incredibly wrong. But I think a lot of this game in general, though, is kind of about unity between the people who have been cast down, or, you know, are below the eyes of the officials. I don't know, we're actually kind of in the officials' line of sight. They just don't like us is the thing. We're bad news to them. But yeah, no, just, but yeah, like, our main goal is to, you know, unite Stillwater under just the Saints banner. Again, whether or not that actually works, we'll figure out later. But I also think it's significant that, like, anytime we see a gang for the first time, it's always when the cracks begin to form in their whole deal. Am I gonna need Kirby for this one? I think I might need Kirby for this one.
No fucking camera. Take this back crazy old school off the head one time. Get a DJ something to...
Please. I thought you come here to get a story, but let me tell you something. That ain't gonna happen, all right? Now get the hell out. You're gonna wish you never did that. My lawyer...
I'm not connected to this business.
Nice. Thanks for saving me the trouble. Tell you what, we could use someone who's got...
Honestly, this might be my favorite set of characters for an intro. I don't know, it's just kind of endearing. It's just a strip joint, but, you know, we're helping out, and I appreciate that. And then there's this asshole. Nobody likes him. But he got punched, so it's all good. So yeah, obviously, each of the other gangs would have had problems no matter what. But without the Saints, they probably would have done okay for a little while longer at least. But the Saints definitely make things worse, once they start busting up other people's operations. Then you have situations like the Carnales, where Hector gets out and out disrespected by a person he's doing business with. Angelo was having trouble because he wants to go on a date, but now he actually has to do shit. And yeah, we just sort of see the Carnales just kind of getting messy. We see a lot of their personality, and we see the ways they're very much diverging. Orjuela already is kind of thinking that these guys suck in comparison to their dad. Hector's just trying to do shit. He's going to make sure everything works properly. Get rid of the Saints and everything will be fine. They can keep dealing after that. Angelo hates being here and working, but Hector's gonna get him to actually shoot some people. And Victor, of course, is just good at his job, which is killing people and not dying in the process. And then, of course, you have the Vice Kings, which, of course, has Warren Williams just be kind of an ass who's complaining about everything. Just in general. But he feels disrespected, and he's got a chip on his shoulder, and he's going to complain about that loudly.
What the hell is wrong with you? Wait! Wait.
Oh, why? Why?
Sorry, man, you're not one of my kids.
A, the butt crack, and B, how is this like the worst comb-over I've ever seen? How do you get this bad?
Pay me back by running off with some lowlife and a hat and cane. Could you bring him back to Daddy? I'd be mighty thankful.
No. Nope. No. Nuh-uh. Nope. No. 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 Nope. 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 No. 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 Nope. 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 Nah. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. No way. Nope. 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 Absolutely not. No. Negative. Mm-mm. Nope. 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 No. Nah. No. Nope. 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 No. 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 God, no. 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 Nope. Nope. Nuh-uh. Nope. 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 Nah. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Not gonna. Nope. Can't make me. Mm-mm. Nope. 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 No. 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 Nope. 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 No. No. Just no. Just no. I wasn't planning on getting 100% in this game anyway, but if I was, it would have ended there with gross incest, man. They really hated the suburbs, huh? Let's do, I guess, the only good one of these missions. Like, I respect this lady. But you know what? I guess I hate the first guy less now. I mean, he still sucks, but at least he's not gross incest, man. Anyway. Where was I? That kinda killed my momentum. That horrible man really just kinda curb-stomped that whole discussion. I think we were just talking about, like, gangs. Yeah, no, the Vice Kings, yeah, they were also kind of turbulent when we first saw them, after we screwed some stuff up, and Aisha supposedly died. King tried to smooth things over, Warren Williams wasn't having it, Green existed, and we could see Tanya just, you know, clearly getting around. But yeah, Green existing is honestly like the extent of his character. Just as an aside, like, I guess the only other attribute I can, you know, remember about Green, other than he was getting cheated on by Tanya, is just, like, Johnny mentioning that he's built like an ATV or something. But like, that was also Victor, and I like Victor more. I don't know. There's something just more charming about Victor. Victor didn't get many lines either, but I don't know. Maybe it's because he had more than one mission, so that really showed how much of an actual bastard he was, whereas Green, they just say he's strong, and then we kill him the first time we ever actually find him in the field. I mean, I guess he did get us in the cutscene, but I'm just not as impressed with Green overall. And then, of course, the Rollers, we got to see them when they got infiltrated, so not a good start for that particular gang. But we also immediately saw Sharp and his whole thing. He very much did not like Donnie. He is a serious businessman who probably would be anywhere else if he weren't related to Price. And like I mentioned in the actual Rollers finale, Price is kind of just a guy who wants to pal around with his gang. He clearly admires his friend Donnie, and he is the only person on this earth who I will respect for respecting Donnie. Anybody else who thinks Donnie is good is just an idiot, but you know what? It was adorable when Price did it. But yeah, no, like, he did want to have legitimate business, though. So he's clearly trying to work with everyone in the room. But again, the first time we see them is when the mole gets involved. So, like, they're already kind of doomed in that regard. They're already shooting themselves in the foot. Though honestly, if it were just Sharp, and if Price were closer to Sharp, in terms of his, I guess, business acumen, level of trust, something like that, he probably wouldn't have let Lynn in either. But he was just overcome with gratitude that she helped Donnie in his time of crisis. And clearly felt betrayed when, eventually he found out that she was a double agent. It's just unfortunate that after that he just gets kind of boring. With nobody else important in the room, Joseph Price is just kind of the shouty bald guy who drives some kind of vehicle. Not really much more to him than that. But yeah, I think it's significant that the first time you see the gang each time is sort of at its lowest point. And I mean, to be fair, the first time we see the Saints, it's when they're recruiting Playa, and again, I cannot emphasize this enough, bad idea on their end. Maybe Julius could have found somebody, a little less violent. Wouldn't have been as effective, sure, but less violent might have been good for him. Alright, so we've got 3 respect, which means I think it's about time we roll up on the church. Alright, so let's see how King's doing.
Looking good, Ben.
Been a long time, Jules.
Sorry about Anthony.
Not sorry about Williams, that guy sucked.
So what's the plan?
We kill Tanya, and I get back to business.
I don't think so, Benjamin.
What?
I said no. You alive, we straight. But the Vice Kings, they're through.
Then kill me. Quit wasting my goddamn time.
Well, you got a choice. You can keep your fucking pride and die right now. Or you can be a man and walk away.
When did you get the balls, Jules?
What's it gonna be?
I ain't walking away.
Fair enough. Johnny?
I ain't walking away until I deal with Tanya.
My nigga. Johnny, put the damn gun down.
But I want to shoot him.
Now you understand this ain't just about Tanya, right? We finishing the whole crew.
Yeah, I know.
I did like some of them.
I know where all them fools hang. All we gotta do is roll up there, get their attention, then lead them to the cops. They'll take care of the rest.
All right, player. You gonna be Mr. King's wheelman.
You ready for this, son? Let's go.
Good to have you back, Benjamin.
Johnny didn't really say anything in that cutscene. He was just there to have a gun. I mean, really, that's how he best speaks anyway.
Alright, let's get this shit started right. One of the safe houses is at the north end of town.
I mean, that's very vague, but I've got a mini-map, so don't worry. Alright, so this is not the easiest mission.
So does Julius ever talk about growing up in Sunnyvale?
Okay, so, yeah, King's gonna mention this now.
What? You thought he was from the road?
I mean, he likes it a lot.
With bearing the past is that you forget about it. You know what I'm saying? I bet Julius gave you the whole, I don't care what flag the flying speech did.
Yeah, it was really inspiring.
I wrote that shit years ago, and the motherfucker still hadn't forgotten it.
Well, that's kinda cute. He clearly admires you.
You know that? I don't gotta worry about you interrupting me, any of that bullshit.
Alright, well, clearly King, very much prefers, the canon version of Playa and not me constantly weaving between talking for Playa and talking as me. It's a partial roleplay, without a voice. It's very confusing.
Some girl you fucked and never called back. The fact is, once you're in the game, the only way you're getting out is if you're dead or in jail.
I do appreciate just, like, how much you can glean about Julius and King's relationship just from this mission, which, this is the only mission where they really talk about it. I mean, clearly they had history before, that's why Julius was so upset when King was in danger, but just from their conversation at the start and the little bit you get from King and the car ride over, you get some really interesting tidbits. They don't go overly in-depth about it, just enough to really make you think.
I think that pissed them off. Now let's lead them right to the police.
Alright, so yeah, now we gotta lead them to a specific spot. Don't get too far away, or they will lose you immediately because they're dumb. It's not immediate, of course, you get like, probably 30 seconds. It's usually either 30 or 10, also that one cop car wasn't good enough. Anyway, do be careful about having them follow you, because, sometimes they are very bad at following you. Like, I said this isn't exactly an easy mission, but I didn't have too much trouble with it, and the only reason I had to redo this one once was because they were the ones who fucked up. They fell off a ledge, and then managed to get stuck on their side. Like, they got stuck here, on a pillar, but that wasn't nearly as bad because they could recover from it. But, like, they didn't recover at all in the other run.
Quit fucking around and follow the plan.
I am! It's not my fault the cutscene's not playing correctly, but the police still got him in the end. They were still able to just blow him the fuck up.
So good, player. Let's roll downtown and deal with the bitches there.
Oh, we are going to disrespect the hell out of those bitches. Anyway, though, yeah, like... that wasn't my fault that I lost the mission the first time. They just fucked up and could not recover. And unfortunately, you do have to have the police kill them. I guess as a symbolic gesture or something. Because if you just blow them up yourself, that doesn't count.
So how about you be a little more careful?
Look, that guy swerved into me, King. Nothing in this mission has been my fault. I have been perfect in everything, and the only thing that could be considered a mistake on my end, or things plural, are things other people have done.
Okay, we got their attention. Time for the fight.
Just give their car a little smooch and move on. Now that being said, there are a lot of guns at play in this mission, and considering you do need to remain within their radius, you are going to get shot a lot, so kinda worrying for the Mark IV here, but I think we'll be fine. We don't have to travel too far to get these guys gunned down. Definitely a very morbid mission. Can't imagine Benjamin's too happy with this one. And yeah, this is what this cutscene's supposed to look like. There they go. But yeah, like... even though he went along with it, and even though these are the people who did betray King, I can't imagine he's that happy about having to go through with this. I mean, that is a pretty bad way to go, though, just getting lured into a police ambush and then blown the fuck up. Like, damn. Not a great way to go, but at this point, if they're sticking with Tanya, then it's kind of on them. Look, in general, nobody seems to like Tanya. I feel like she doesn't really have much of a plan going forward. She definitely seems more like the type who just wanted power, and has absolutely zero care of how to actually use it. Then again, to be fair, I don't think Williams would have been great either. I don't think he had a plan so much as he would have just shot a lot of people. Honestly, at this point, there's nobody else to shoot but us, so it would have just been a gang war. So if anything, we can be thankful to Tanya. Not good at ruling, but did help us a lot in this case. Alright, well, get rid of this group. Hey, get the other guy too.
Way to go, son. It's a shame Julius found you first. We could have owned this.
You were complaining so much in that mission. Oh well, that is it for the Vice Kings this time. Next time, because there's not actually a new stronghold, we're actually going to be finishing the Vice Kings missions with just a single mission, so yeah. Next time, we take Tanya down, and the Vice Kings with her.
Stop playing games. Run exchanging names.